The 9,000-word white paper on China's export controls provides an overview of China's position, institutions, and practices in improving export control governance under challenging geopolitical, pandemic, and economic circumstances. It also elaborates on China's commitments and actions to safeguard world peace and development, as well as security at the national and international levels. Export controls, as a standard international practice, involve prohibitive or restrictive measures on the export of certain goods, technologies, and services to safeguard national security and interests, and fulfill international obligations such as the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. In the white paper, China says it is employing a holistic approach to national security and export controls. China firmly stands by an international export control system centered around the UN and international order, and underscored by international law. China upholds multilateralism in export controls. It opposes the abuse by any country or organization of measures in this regard. China believes that global export control measures should be fair and non-discriminatory, and should not undermine the legitimate rights of other countries to peaceful use of controlled items. The white paper also reviews China's continuous efforts to improve its legal and regulatory systems for export controls. Since the 1990s, China has promulgated 6 administrative regulations. In October 2020, China also passed the export control law, setting a basic framework for it in the country. In the third part, the white paper looks at China's efforts to modernize the export control system. China has improved license management by establishing an interagency consultation mechanism and a 2-tier management model. This system ensures efficient cooperation among government agencies and enterprises nationwide, and the licenses can be approved in a week. With regards to international cooperation, the white paper notes that China has been deeply involved in bilateral exchanges and strengthening multilateral dialogue on export controls. China has maintained bilateral consultations with the US, Russia, the UK, France, Germany, and the EU. It also supports non-governmental exchanges between Chinese and foreign institutions. In terms of multilateral dialogue, China prioritizes communication via UN export control mechanisms. China believes the UN should play a central role in finding the right balance between non-proliferation and peaceful uses, and in safeguarding the legitimate rights of developing countries to peaceful uses of technological advances. China actively participates in global cooperative mechanisms and in implementing relevant UN resolutions. China calls on all countries to work together to strengthen international cooperation and build sound export control governance as part of creating a global community with a shared future. 我海洋 CGTN